Dynasty Warriors Origins is a fresh spin on a classic hack-and-slash formula or Musou, blending personal storytelling, engaging combat, and some seriously challenging gameplay. Set in the legendary Three Kingdoms era, you take on the role of a brand new protagonist, the Wanderer whose journey is completely shaped by your choices and alliances. Without further ado, let's dive deeper into the game.
Hey, this is Sean from Gamer Braves. It's been 8 years since we established Gamer Braves channel. We went to a lot of overseas game conference. We did a lot of exclusive interview with a lot of prominent figures from the industry, Ryuzo Sugimoto, Sean Layden, and even Yagu. One of the easiest way to support us is to subscribe to our channel. Support like this will actually gives us motivation and pushes us to produce better content. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much. Please enjoy the rest of the video.
First off, this game doesn't mess around. We play up to Chapter 5, the final chapter, and we can confidently say that this is the most challenging Dynasty Warriors game we've ever tackled. Even on normal difficulty, the battles can get intense. But here's the good news. You can grind for better stats and weapons, or tweak the difficulty if things get too hectic. That flexibility makes the game accessible without taking away the challenge. And honestly, the freedom to experiment with different playstyles is a breath of fresh air. Now, the story. This isn't your typical Dynasty Warriors history lesson. Sure, the Three Kingdoms are the backdrop, but the spotlight's on the Wanderer. You start as an outsider, bouncing between the factions of Shu, Wei, and Wu, helping all sides without committing. This early neutrality sets the stage for a story that evolves from the usual historical backdrop into a narrative driven by player choice and character depth. But come Chapter 4, you've got to pick a faction, and that choice will have significant emotional consequences. You might end up fighting allies you were just working with, which adds some serious emotional weight to the story. For instance, if you choose Cao Cao's faction, you'll eventually face Shu, whom you may have previously helped. The early chapters also feature moments where factions like Shu and Wei cooperate against a common threat, one such instance being the challenging Battle of Xiapi, where both factions unite against Lu Bu. The Wanderer's personal journey adds a whole new layer. Through interactions, flashbacks, and key events, you slowly piece together their lost memories. There's even a mysterious figure tied to their past who plays a crucial role in guiding their journey that keeps popping up. And by mid-game, the pieces of the Wanderer's origin begin to fall into place. It's like unraveling a puzzle that's just as engaging as the main conflict and adds layers of emotional depth to the ongoing Three Kingdoms conflict. And of course, we can't forget the side stories. Before Chapter 4, you get to interact with all kinds of characters from all factions, even major players like Lu Bu, whose motivations for power are explored. If you know the Three Kingdoms lore, these moments hit differently, as they blend the game's unique storyline with the traditional narrative. For example, we ran into Zhuge Liang despite aligning with Wei, and he casually references some key moments like the famous 3 visits to the thatched cottage. It's those little nods to the classic story that makes this game special. It's a mix of nostalgia and new twists, while deepening the Wanderer's journey as a witness to major events in the Three Kingdoms era. Alright, let's get into the combat. It's fast, it's chaotic, and it's dynamic. You've got combos, special skills, and 9 different weapon types to mess around with. Each weapon, whether it's a spear, sword, or twin pikes, comes with its own playstyle and unique abilities. Players can focus on various strategies, including crowd control, single target damage, or defensive maneuvers, depending on the situation. For example, we paired the spear with a skill that launches enemies into the air and locks them down with a charge attack. It's all about finding combinations that fit your vibe. Special skills and abilities add another layer of depth, offering ways to turn the tide of battle in your favor. That said, the action can get overwhelming, especially with waves of enemies coming at you. Prioritizing objectives is the key here, like protecting allies or taking out a boss. And if you mess up, no worries, the game's checkpoint system has your back. Despite some difficulty spikes, the flexible combat mechanics offer room for experimentation. Whether playing solo or part of a larger battle, the system ensures each encounter remains unique and rewarding, with high stakes and dynamic action. Customization in this game is top-notch and goes beyond just appearance. You've got skill trees, weapon upgrades, and side quests that let you level up and unlock rewards. It's a key part of both the gameplay and the narrative. And here's a pro tip. Before Chapter 4, make sure you complete as many side quests as possible and save your game, as once you pick a faction, you're locked into that storyline. These side quests are an enjoyable way to level up and earn rewards. Whether it's clearing out bandit camps or helping characters with the tasks, each quest offers valuable skill points and rare weapons. Additionally, as you encounter new characters, they'll appear on the map with their own side stories. You can improve your relationships with these characters by spending money, unlocking more events, and making progression faster. And it's not just about the action, the game rewards you for exploring and being invested in the world. Weapon proficiency plays a pivotal role in how you approach combat in Dynasty Warriors Origins. The game features 9 distinct weapon types, each offering its own unique mechanics and playstyle. Sword, spear, gauntlets, wheels, polearm, staff, twin pikes, lance, and crescent blade. As you master each weapon, you'll unlock exclusive skills that provide more ways to engage with enemies, allowing you to tailor your combat strategy. For example, when we were using the spear in combination with a skill that can launch enemies into the air, we could also keep them immobilized for a time with the right charge attack. These varied combinations keep the combat fresh and engaging, making the weapon progression system both strategic and rewarding. Dynasty Warriors Origins reinvents the series with a fresh blend of personal storytelling, fast-paced combat, and deep customization. The difficulty might throw you off at first, but the grind and flexibility makes it manageable and an engaging experience for both newcomers and longtime fans. Its focus on character relationships, with rewards for strengthening bonds, adds meaningful depth to the narrative and gameplay, further enriching the experience. Side quests, which are often linked to character interactions, also provide valuable opportunities for leveling up and obtaining rare items, adding an element of exploration. While the difficulty can be overwhelming at times, the ability to grind for better stats and adjust the difficulty settings ensures accessibility for players of all skill levels. Additionally, the choice of factions towards the end of Chapter 3 opens up replayability, offering different perspectives on the story. With its rich narrative, diverse combat mechanics, rewarding progression system, and the added layer of character interactions and side quests, Dynasty Warriors Origins stands out as one of the most ambitious and enjoyable entries in the series. Overall, we're giving Dynasty Warriors Origins a solid 9 out of 10. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the series, this game offers a fulfilling adventure that keeps players engaged from start to finish. What do you think of Dynasty Warriors Origins? Are you up for the challenge? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more future videos just like this one.